Hello everyone. All right. Now this is going to primarily be a spring equinox reading. I will be talking about how this can affect us, what it is that we can do to tap into the potential of this energy and how we can expand on it. I have a pretty creative spread planned out for you guys. I will get to it in a minute. Now, the spring equinox is going to be around the 20th or the 21st, depending on where you are on the planet. That is when the day and the night is equal, right? The spring equinox marks the beginning of a new astrological year. It is not the 1st of January for our spiritual folk. This is when the seeds that are planted will firmly take root. Not just metaphorically, but physically as well, if you guys are into gardening. Now, I do have my spiritual almanac here, and it says that there are a couple of practices for self-care that we must indulge in. A few of them, I'm just going to quickly share them. There will be a timestamp in the description box if you want to skip this part and get straight to the reading. Now, it says outdoor meditation can engage the senses and increase a feeling of connection to all outside yourself. Stargazing is another one that has been linked to reducing stress and increasing a connection to which is greater than us. Forest bathing, if any of you are lucky enough to live around a forest area. It originated in Japan and traditionally involves ceremony or guided meditation. Gardening, that's obvious. Plant flowers in a garden, take part in community growing, or sow herbs in a window box. Growing and pruning are great for well-being. Being by the sea, again, for those of you who are lucky enough to live by the ocean, is good for your mental and physical health. Salt water is rich in minerals, the air quality is better, and the embodied meditative state of being around or in the water can reduce stress and anxiety. And finally, exercise outside. There is a gym available to you for free along country trails and in parks. All right, now dancing has been mentioned as well, and that is pretty dancing and just exercise and moving your body in general is pretty important. I will mention the astrological transits for just a second. Now, of course, we have the sun moving into Aries, which marks the beginning of spring and the spring equinox. This is happening on the 20th. Then we have a new moon in Aries the very next day on the 21st. Mercury already entered Aries on the 19th. I am recording on the 19th. So there's a lot of Aries energy. See where Aries is in your chart. Personally speaking, it's my rising sign. So that is phenomenal for me because I've been dying for this boost of energy after Pisces season. Now with Mercury, the moon and the sun in Aries, it's going to light a fire under our bums. To put it politely, it's going to give us that go energy. All the goals, the dreams, the blueprints that you have been working on, your resolutions, if I can say it like that, the New Year's resolutions. Now is the time to put them into action. All right, we have no planets in retrograde just for a little bit, and Mars is finally, the ruler of Aries, is moving out of Gemini, where it has been for, my God, almost 7.5, 8 months. That is unusual for a fast moving planet like Mars because of its retrograde motion. It's moving into Cancer. Now, Mars in Cancer is debilitated, but it's not going to have such a daunting effect on us anymore, right? Our speech, our words are going to be softer because Mars in Gemini made us very combative and argumentative. So either way, keeping all of that in mind, the spread that I have planned for you today is going to focus on, I printed this out, like I made it on Canva, I printed it out, cut it out. These stems, by the way, was so difficult to cut. But anyway, I will be pulling cards for each part of the flower. All right, we will be focusing on your root system, what it is that you can ground yourself with, right? The leaves are going to be your community, your runners, the people or the situations or the talents or the skills that you have that will help you bring nourishment into your life, right? The leaves receive sunlight. Then we have these dead leaves that have to be pruned, what it is that you need to leave behind and eliminate from your life. We have 2 buds or blossoms. This is what has potential in your life, room to grow, right? And then we have a beautiful rose. This is your crowning moment. This is what is going to blossom. during the spring equinox. This is what you need to water. The droplets, I'm going to pull cards for each of these as well. I could look at these as blessings from the universe, right? Nourishment that is being given to you as the flower. Or this could just be what you have potential to achieve, what you have potential to give yourself so that you can grow into the best version of yourself possible, right? Now, I'm going to be using a teeny tiny tarot deck because, well, for obvious reasons, I don't want a larger deck to take over the flower. But we will see. We're going to keep this general, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Oh, right off the bat, we have the Death card with the Hermit. Now, before I go any further, any interaction with this video, whether it's a like or a comment or a subscribe, will not only help my channel grow, it's going to add your energy to the collective pool, right? Your comments are going to help me understand if I'm doing something right or if I just need to, well, quit. Not going to do that. I love doing what I do, but it just adds a little bit of motivation, right? We have the Hermit with the Death card in your root system with the Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding? And the World at the bottom of the deck. That's a lot of major arcana, my friend. That's a very strong root system. With the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit and the Death card, I feel like you are being very careful about where you are planting yourself, right? Where your root system is spreading. With the Death card, it is possible that the ground that you were growing in was toxic, right? The environment, the soil was toxic. This could be in a relationship. This could be a family dynamic. It could be a work situation, whatever. But with the Hermit card, now I was listening to Chris from Minnow's Pond Tarot. I'm sure you're familiar with him. He's phenomenal. He described the Hermit energy so beautifully. He was talking about how in the original Rider-Waite, the Hermit is standing on top of a mountain, right? But his feet are frozen in the snow. And the only thing that can get him moving is his lantern, the lantern that he carries of enlightenment. Once he lowers that lantern, the ice can thaw and he can start moving again. I'm almost feeling like there is this sense of purpose. There is this innate wisdom within you that it's untapped, right? Now, this could be from your Akashic records. This could be something that you have carried forward from a previous lifetime, or it could just be repressed wisdom. It could be something that you've learned through your past traumas and the healing of them that is going to help you get moving. I'm almost feeling like where you are planted now is not conducive to your growth. It needs to be, well, you need to shift. I know it's difficult for a plant to shift where it grows, but you're not a plant, right? You can reroute yourself anywhere. Reroute or reroute. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the universe at play. With so many major arcana, this is something major. There is a massive shift. Some of you may literally be moving homes. You may be moving countries, maybe moving jobs, maybe getting out of long-term relationships, or maybe transforming existing relationships. All of that is based on two things. One, that innate wisdom that I've been talking about. It could be ancestral in nature. And trust in the universe. And thirdly, three things actually. Faith. Faith that whatever is changing is for your highest and your greatest good. Sometimes when a plant is growing, when a flower is blooming, it starts adapting to the toxic soil. You know what I mean? Especially if you see in deserts, it still has flowers growing. It still has some kind of flora, whether it's a cactus or whatever it may be. It has adapted itself to the lack of water. We don't want you to adapt yourself to an environment that is unhealthy. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I always say this in my readings, and for regulars, I'm sure you're sick of it, we become very comfortable in our discomfort. That becomes our reality. Why not put yourself in a place where you can thrive? You know? Something is changing here and the universe is assisting you, because the Wheel of Fortune showing up is telling me that the universe is captaining your ship. We have the 10 of Cups. How beautiful is that? This had flipped over and I didn't even realize it. I'm going to take it as your root system. This could be, well, it could very well just be your family. But for the others, I feel like where you are planning to build your home, You know how we build homes within other people, when we enter long-term relationships, when we're in love. The Ten of Cups is two people coming into integration. It's almost like the environment you're in, you will not be able to attract that soulmate. You're not leaving room for that soulmate. Something has to transform. It is there. The potential of it is there. But something needs to change. We have Pluto entering Aquarius. That is major. That is a generational transit. Right? It takes Pluto, 20 odd years, maybe more, to change signs. Pluto is the death card. Once Pluto changes signs on the 23rd, which is very, very soon, things are going to change, whether we like it or we don't. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is technically Uranus energy, and Uranus rules Aquarius. You see the integration happening here. It's like the universe saying, I don't want to spend so much time here, but I have so much to say. It's like the universe saying, if you're not going to move, I'm going to make you move. Because it only wants what's best for you, the Ten of Cups. You know what I mean? This could be related to anything. Tell me your story in the comments if you feel comfortable. I want to know what this is. Now, what are the leaves? What is your support system? Kind of. The stem is mostly your support system, but this counts as well. We have the Queen of Wands. This could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could just be your higher self. I feel like I'm getting something so funny in my head. I feel like you're very magnetic, right? There's no gender in tarot, so you could be a male watching this or someone who leans more towards masculine energy. The Queen of Wands is very charming, right? Alluring. I feel like you can get your way just by pointing a finger. Use that charm. Use that magnetism. We have Venus in Taurus now, and that can make love very grounded, but it can make love a little materialistic. Use that to your advantage. Okay, I'm not saying this in a negative way. I'm not saying go out and manipulate people. I'm saying use your charm to get what you want. Just wanted to show itself. We have the Knight of Swords. Go for what you want. Again, since Mercury has entered Aries, the Knight of Swords, it's air energy, but it is someone who does not stop when they have a mission. Right? This is that drive. This is that ambition. The Knight of Swords can also be verbal communication. So if you want to communicate something to somebody, if you want something, let's just put it like that. If you want something, you need to ask for it. Right? The Queen of Wands can be very confident, like I said, very charismatic. Use that charm and ask for what you want. And then we have the Moon. Don't let fear get in the way. We have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. The Chariot is ridden by the Emperor, they say. The Emperor has no fear. No gender in tarot, but use your intuition, right? Don't use fear as your fuel. Use your intuition as that fuel and ask for what you want. Sometimes we expect people to read our minds, whether it's in love or it's in the workplace or it's family. If you are an empath, if you are intuitive, does not mean the person sitting next to you is. They may be working from a very 3D shallow plane, right? They may not be as evolved as you are emotionally. Speak. Speak. And for some of you, this is love, the lovers. We have Cancer and Gemini energy, the Ten of Swords. This is your fear. I feel like some of you are afraid that if you ask for what it is that you want specifically from a lover, you're going to be shot down. I don't think so, because you're looking really good, my friend. Don't be afraid. Ask for what you want. For some of you, I suddenly got the leaves of a plant. If you notice in nature, they turn towards the sun, right, to receive that energy for photosynthesis. You need to turn towards the light to receive what you want. That is kind of resonating with your root system. Some of you may be turning towards the shade, which is why you're not growing, which is why you're not getting that nourishment. Turn towards people who bring you joy, who bring you light. You know what I mean? Not people who keep bringing out traumas and triggers within you. All right, let's see your stem. What is your support system? What is your strength? The Two of Swords. Interesting. The Five of Wands. Oh. And the Three of Pentacles. I'm getting diplomacy. I'm getting that some of you with the Two of Swords know how to pick your battles. Some of you, because battles, well, Five of Wands is a card of battles. And with the Three of Pentacles, you know when to exercise. I'm getting that quote in my head, teamwork makes the dream work. Some of you are willing to overlook other people's shortcomings if you can, if it leads to integration, if it leads to building a solid foundation. Let's say in the workplace, there are a couple of people out there who bring out the worst in you, right? They're combative, they're always negative, they're pessimistic, they're just angry people, right? But you're on a project together. You have to get it done. I don't see you throwing a tantrum. I don't see you mirroring their energy. Because you know if you do that, you're going to get nowhere, right? Because you have a common goal. So you're almost putting that blindfold on that, all right, throw your tantrum. I'm not even looking at you when you're going to do that. We need to build something. So leave your baggage at home. I'm going to leave mine at home. There's diplomacy. And even when it comes to love, I'm not saying you're making excuses for bad behavior when it comes to love, but at the same time, I feel like you are being very calm and very patient in the face of conflict. With the Three of Pentacles, you are trying to see the best in somebody. Now, let's see your first set of leaves that need to be pruned. What is it that you need to release and leave behind? The Six of Wands. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Whoop. Okay, I don't need so many. And the Nine of Wands. Okay. I'm getting people who trigger you. People who want you to see their side of the story, but refuse to see yours. People who are constantly asking you to compromise. With the Six of Wands, I feel like your light it's dim. You're not being seen for who you are because you're constantly bending over backwards for people who won't even lift a finger for you. Bending yourself backwards. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man can also talk about sacrifice. This connects to your stem. I feel like in certain places, it's all right for you to disregard other people's bad behavior and just turn a blind eye because there is a mission, right? There's something that needs to be achieved, but not at the expense of your self-respect. Let people behave the way they want to behave as long as it concerns them. The minute people start treating you like a doormat, you need to prune them out of your life. The Nine of Wands. I don't want you to keep defending yourself. I don't want you to keep making sacrifices. I'm not saying you're a people pleaser. I am like this as well. And just to be clear, I am a Cancer Sun, Pisces Moon, and an Aries rising. Right? With so much water in my chart, I can very easily be a doormat. But my Aries rising helps me draw those boundaries. Tell me your signs in the comments. Let's have a discussion. Let's see how your placements help you show up in the world correctly and how you can make the most of those traits. Right here with the Six of Wands, you deserve more credit than you are receiving. Because I feel like other people are getting it instead of you. When it comes to relationships, again, I'm getting you're walking on eggshells. Why? Why not let the spotlight be on you? This is not egotism. This is not pride. This is not narcissism. But you have to be the star of your own movie. You cannot be the supporting act. You know what I mean? So people who make you feel like that need to be trimmed, pruned out of your life. Let's see the second set of dead leaves that need to be trimmed. What else do you need to release? The the King of Pentacles. For some of you, this is just an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But it could be someone who is very unchanging. With the Magician, this could be a Virgo or a Gemini. Wow, 3 major arcana. No, 1 court card and 2 majors. And the Emperor, this is an Aries. Wow. You remember I said someone who's very unchanging? With the Emperor, this could for some of you be a boss. It could be a power struggle. It could be a power dynamic. It could be someone who's very controlling. The Magician, I don't read reversals, but when the surrounding cards suggest it, I have to take it into account. The Magician can be very powerful, of course, but the Magician can also be highly manipulative. Because the Magician feels like they have the power to conquer the world. You need to stay away from people who overshadow you. This is not kind people. This is not the hermit energy. This is not people who can be mentors, who can be gurus, who can help lead you. I'm not saying you know everything, right? We're students of life. We are constantly growing and evolving. These people, whoever they are, don't have your best interest at heart. They are unchanging in their ways. They're unbendable. They're non-malleable. They're uncompromising. And with the 9 of Cups at the bottom, Knight of Cups, 8 of Swords, it's like your wishes are being buried. I'm going to get one more here. The 6 of Pentacles. I'm going to get one more here. There's no balance. The Chariot. There we go. Justice at the bottom of the deck with the Star. Look, I feel like some of you are not being given the credit that you deserve. You're not being seen the way you deserve to be seen because somebody is just really stubborn and set in their ways. It's my way or the highway for this person. Again, could be a boss, could be a father figure, could be a lover, a spouse. But this is someone who does not believe in equality. I'm getting chauvinism, regardless of gender. Some of you need to fight for yourselves. With the Chariot, some of you just need to completely walk away from this dynamic. The 6 of Pentacles is the lower octave of the Justice card. It is the minor arcana, in my opinion, of the Justice card. There is someone in your life who is very high and mighty. I'm getting like this high and mighty person sitting on a horse and giving you breadcrumbs. Whoever this is. And you're just like, excuse you. I have my own steed. I'm running far, far away from you. You can keep your crumbs to yourself. I'm getting angry a little bit. Some of you are angry. That is what the spring equinox is about. Spring cleaning. Why is it called spring cleaning? Because you're done. You're done with the BS of the last year. Very unapologetically cutting things out that don't serve you. For some of you, this could be a very permanent structure in your life, a very permanent personality in your life. I'm not saying you need to completely release them, because that can be very difficult, especially if they're part of your support system. But I need you to cut out their influence on you, their effect on you. You know what I mean? This is not going to resonate for everyone. I don't know who this is for. But anyway, let's see the buds. What is blossoming? The 2 of Pentacles. Some of you may have invested in 2 places. You may have 2 jobs. We have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is an entrepreneur. Some of you are starting something brand new. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles, investing in something. We have the 2 of Wands with the 6 of Cups at the bottom with the Page of Cups. Some of you are literally starting a new business. And if not one, you're starting 2 side by side. I'm going to get one more. With the King of Swords, I'm getting you are creating your own rule book. We have the 7 of Cups. Oh. with the Justice card again. Look, listen, we have a lot of potential as human beings, especially at this time of the year. Okay, we have boundless energy. We have so many viable seeds. This is the time for planting seeds, right? We have so many seeds. Imagine you have this little plot of land. This is the only space you have to plant those seeds and to grow fruits and vegetables or whatever. If you scatter 1,000,000 seeds into that piece of soil, nothing is going to grow because they're going to suffocate each other. There'll be no space for the root systems, right? So they'll just kill each other and nothing will sprout. Similarly, I feel like this boundless energy that you're going to have now may be directed in too many avenues, in too many different directions. With the King of Swords, you need to focus. You need to focus on one thing. At the max 2, with the Two of Pentacles. But there is something out here that is, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, that is confusing you as to where to go, where to invest. My advice with the Justice card and the Star, invest in what is going to give you equal return. Whether it's a relationship, whether it is a literal financial investment, or it is a job. When you know for a fact that the scales will be balanced, you're going to receive as much as you're giving in that situation. Invest there. Some of you may be dating, right, with the Seven of Cups. You may have your eye on too many prizes, but that is scattering your energy. I'm not saying don't have fun. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I'm saying that sometimes those seeds, some of them can be dormant. And you need to save this energy. Because this Aries energy is not going to last for too long, right? This boundless optimism and this fire, it's the energy of striking while the iron is hot. So direct your energy very carefully. The Chariot is pretty much saying the same thing. The Chariot is victorious, but it is only victorious because it has one destination. If you're dating around, having fun, by all means, be my guest. But eventually, make sure you're not you're not putting your eggs in too many baskets. Because that's just a waste of time and energy. You know what I mean? Alright, so something is budding, something is blossoming. Whether it is a relationship or it is a business, take it how it resonates. Let's see what else. The Two of Cups, a relationship. This is a union. This is two people coming together into harmony. We have the Page of Wands. Someone could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. But this is someone who's fun, someone who's adventurous, someone who may like to travel. Some of you may be traveling more. Again, with the Chariot, that's what I'm saying. But this is someone who I'm getting who nourishes your inner child. Someone who helps you. Someone who takes you to an amusement park. That's what I'm getting. Someone who buys you a bubble wand and blows bubbles everywhere with you. Someone who's just really fun is what I'm getting. And the King of Cups, how beautiful. Someone who carries a whole lot of emotion. This could be a water sign for some of you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have more Pisces energy here with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. There's stability, there is truth, there is love, and there is passion. This is growing. That's why I was asking you to center yourself and focus your energy. Because there is this one soulmate or whoever this is for you that's eventually going to grow into this beautiful rose. Focus your energy here. Some of you don't want a commitment, and I fully appreciate that. Then this part is not for you. For those of you who do want to settle down and have that beautiful commitment, there is someone out there who needs to be coaxed just a little bit in order for them to express themselves. The King of Cups can be very closed off, right? It's not the Queen of Cups energy. It's not someone who's vulnerable and wears their heart on their sleeve. This is that swan gliding on a lake, right? It looks very unassuming. Someone who's just very minding their own business. They don't really care. You don't see how fast the feet are moving. There is so much bubbling under the surface for this person. No gender in tarot. So this emotion, I feel like with the Page of Wands, if you are seeing somebody who is of this nature, go out on a very playful date. Go bowling, go laser tagging, go paintballing. I don't care. Do whatever. Be safe, but go have some fun. I feel like that's gonna bubble that emotion up to the surface. How beautiful. That's my favorite part. All right, what is blossoming? My God, this reading, we're 30 minutes in. I was expecting this to be like 15 minutes long. What is crowning your reading? The Knight of Cups. It's this person. This person who has a lot of love for you. The Empress. Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus talks about flowers, blossoms, blooming, expanding, nurturing, comforting, luxurious, lush. That's how this person sees you. And that's what this relationship can grow into. We have the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are operating from a place of fear because of past baggage. We have the Lovers at the bottom. You can't make this up. We have the Lovers with the Eight of Swords. You know, the only thing stopping you is you. I'm going to get one more main card because I took two bottoms. I'm a child. Five of Swords. Look, I feel like we have the Knight of Wands with the Four of Cups and the Sun. Remember the leaves that were moving away from the sun? You need to start moving towards the sun. Some of you are operating from a place of lack that stemmed from a trigger or a trauma that happened to you in the past. And I'm getting short-sightedness with the Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands. I feel like some of you are leaving yourselves out in the cold because you're afraid. The Page of Swords. I'm getting something really funny. And then we have Justice. Some of you are just watching this person from a distance. Maybe this King of Cups is your energy. Maybe you're the swan. Maybe you're the one who's not letting anyone see your feet. Not letting anyone see the depth of that emotion. There's something here that wants to blossom, that wants to grow, that carries so much potential for harmony and balance with the Justice card, Libra energy. But short-sightedness is getting in the way. I'm going to get an oracle card for this once we're through. Let's see the blessings. We're almost done with all the cards. Four of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Tower. You're cracking me up. Whoever this is watching, you're cracking me up. We have Judgment with the Page of Cups. Now the Tower is Pluto energy, right? This is Pluto moving into Aquarius. The Four of Wands is an emotional milestone. This is you reaching that sense of stability, that sense of integration with another person. The Ten of Pentacles is a happy life, a happy home. This is a legacy of love. This is generational wealth. This is all the good stuff. We have the Tower. Why? Your root. You remember the toxic environment that I was talking about? What does the Tower do? The Tower falls. Why? Because it was built on a weak foundation. Your environment, where you have been, at least for the past 365 days, has been toxic. So you are being uprooted and replanted somewhere else by the universe. It's painful, yes. You will have a little time adjusting. Your roots will be disturbed for a little bit. But eventually, imagine how comfortable and wholesome you're going to feel in that fresh patch of soil, full of goodness and nutrients that's going to grow into this Ten of Pentacles and this Four of Wands. Sometimes, what is that quote? Rejection is divine protection. That's a blessing. If some of you have been rejected, if some of you have been rejected when it comes to a job or love or whatever, you are being rerouted or rerouted by the universe. Accept it with grace. It's only for your highest good. I promise you that. Next set of blessings. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. I suddenly got, you're going to be making enough so you can finally start saving. You won't be living paycheck to paycheck. Knight of Pentacles. Both of these wanted to pop up. I will take them. Would you look at that? We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. You can't make this up. The Truth and another Pentacle. I feel like you're going to be blessed with abundance, of course, with prosperity, of course. But you're going to be blessed with not having that fear of uprootion, if that's a word. You're being uprooted, right? And it's almost like that fear has set in, that how many times is the tower going to fall? How many times am I going to be uprooted? Why can't I just find the perfect patch of soil? That is that fear that is preventing this rose from fully blooming. But the blessings that are coming here are that unchangingness, that permanence, that stability, that groundedness. I feel like some of you are just sick of wishy-washiness. And we have the Hierophant, bottom of the deck. That's Taurus said, okay, listen, hello. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. I'm going to take these two. You have three aces in your blessings. You can't make this up. The Hierophant is unchanging in the best way possible. The Hierophant talks about ascension. It talks about mastery. It talks about higher commitment, higher spirituality, higher everything. These are the blessings that are coming in for you. These could be the embodiment in people. There could be people carrying these archetypes. Or this could just be within you. Or these could just show up in material ways by the universe. They could show up as well, money. It could show up as a home, a new home. It could show up as an inheritance. Or it could show up as pure, unadulterated, solid love and partnership. The Four of Wands right here is permanent. It's the four walls of a house, the four cardinal directions, the four seasons. It's unchanging. No one is going to uproot you anymore. You just need to do it this one time. That's what I'm getting here. Wow. What a phenomenal reading. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I'm going to get a couple of spirit animal oracles just to see what else we need to know. I'm going to specifically target the blossom right here, or the flower. Moth spirit, surrender now. Yeah, right here. The universe has a plan for you. Until you surrender, this transformation is not going to happen. Let's get a total of 3. Wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. You can't make this up, man. Life does sting. It is stinging for you right now because you're being uprooted. And you're probably cursing me and cursing the universe and cursing life. That why me? Why me? It's happening because you're being redirected to something better, something to a place that is going to make you so incredibly happy, where your root system is not going to suffocate. You're being redirected to a new normal, a more beautiful normal. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. This is a process. And I have faith in you. You will see this. You will see this come to fruition eventually. And that is when you are going to start having faith. I have this client, and I've been constantly trying to explain the law of assumption, the law of attraction, the power of manifestation to him. And he's constantly rejected it because he's a very practical, very earth-like archetype. And his one quote is always, I will believe it when I see it. And as we know, when it comes to manifestation, you have to believe it before you see it. That is the only way it comes about. Believe it before you see it. Alright, have faith in the universe. But at the same time, the universe will only help you if you're helping yourself, right? Use that boundless Aries energy to create the life of your dreams. Whew, I'm tired, but in the best way possible. All right, that was it. I really hope this helped. Now, your March and mid-March readings have been uploaded on the channel if you want to have a look. And I will be doing your April readings shortly. But I hope this helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.